Here we go with Isoline8. You can see this is an I-beam and it has been cleaved at a 45-degree angle. I would recommend tackling this from the back of the object. I know we can't see it, but we have a lot of information in this that will give us what we need. So that's the way I would do it. I would not recommend you try to draw this and then extrude from here. Maybe you can do it, but I'm not sure you can. So I'm going to go here. I've started a sketch and I'm going to pick a rectangle. And I'm going to look at this, and by the way, I've done a sketch with the YZ coordinates. So I've picked out that. So I go up 2.5 and tab that over to 1.5, and I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to double click my wheel and get it to come down. So then I need to put in this area. This means 1/2 of an inch, typical. That means it's the same here as here. Those indents are the same. So I'm going to do rectangle again. I can do whatever I want, wherever I want here. I just have to get these straight. So this over here is that distance. I have to do a little math here. 3/4 plus 3/4 is 1.5. 2.5 minus 1.5 is 1. So I know that that depth is 1, or the height is 1. Tab. And then the distance in, it says it's 1/2 of an inch in. Alright, 0.5, enter. Now I have some green lines here. I need to define them. So I'm going to get in dimension, click here, and then click there and drag that over. So that's 2 clicks and a drag. And then you click here, and I look over on my sheet here, 3/4 of an inch. Alright, so I pump in 0.75, enter. Now, there's probably a bunch of ways to do this. I could do the same thing I just did here over here, or to get it just a little bit more defined, or a little bit different way of doing it, I can hit construction line. And I can go over, click on there, and then get out of construction. That just gives me something that won't be acted upon later. It's kind of like a little light mark that you would make on paper as a reference. It's a reference line. It's another way to put it. Now my rectangle is going to be this big, and 1 inch. I can tab that over, and now I can just go 0.5, enter, and I am good to go. Does look like it wants something here, so I can give it a dimension here. That's not always the case. Sometimes that's okay, and that makes that, like, constrains that. So I'm going to hit this, and what I mean by constrains it, it says it's fully constrained here. It has all the information that it needs. So I finish that sketch, double click on the wheel, and now I've got the back side here. So I'm going to right click and do extrude. I'm going to pick the object. You can see that highlight, and I'm going to pull this out 4 inches. So 4, and say OK, and then I'm going to double click for that. Now I'm good. I've got the I-beam all set, except that I don't have this part, and these look different, but remember that we're going to cut that off. So now what I'm going to do is right click here and do a new sketch on the top there. I'm not very happy with that viewpoint, so I'm going to rotate it here, and then this line I know is that line there. So I'm going to go in here with a line, a construction line. So I hit the construction thing over here. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring this over here, outside, but, close to 130 degrees. Now, you might be saying, well, what's up with that? Well, this measures from here all the way over there. And so we need to say this is 90 plus 45 is 135. So I say that measurement is good, the dimension. And then I go 135 and enter. And now I have that. Now I can go click on line and that will give me a construction line. Now I need to fill this in. This is really important. You not only have to fill in the construction line, you also need to fill in the whole triangle. Make the whole triangle the same. I think that's done it. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but I think it's done it. So I'm going to say finish sketch. And then I do have a triangle up here, so that's good. It should work. Now I'm going to go over here to extrude. I'm going to pick that plane. Whoa, it's really pushing that up. I don't want to do that. I want to cut it. So I go to cut, and then I say distance, all. I will take it all the way through, and then I hit OK, and I'm good to go. Got a little thing here. I might be able to get rid of that. It's not a big deal. I can turn the visibility off over here, and that should be good. So that's how you do Isoline 8. Good luck.